house. Cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. It is time for the season finale for the Big Block Modifieds. Week number 6 is upon us. We are here tonight from the virtual Eldora Speedway, the house that Earl built. Welcome to JSI Racing's Big Block Modified season finale. Don't forget, next week, 360 sprint cars make their return back to JSI Racing. Todd Atkins goes quick time here this evening. Joel Berkeley second, quick Max Bevan, Joshua Walton. Those 4 drivers will start position 1 in our 4 heat races. Craig Platter, Daniel Cassidy, Aston Rodriguez, Jamie Higgs, Lindsay Hobbs and Brock Atkins will round out your top 10 in qualifying. Let's take a look. Heat race number 1 for the Big Block Modified season finale. Todd Atkins will start from position number 1. Craig Platter will line up from position number 2 in the JSI Racing number 8 machine. Lindsay Hobbs driving the 12 for Excalibur Esports will start position number 3. Bill Oldfield out of position number 4. Craig Finlay drives the 08 machine. He will start from position number 5. And Zach Blanche in the Excalibur Esports number 10 will start from position number 6. Jason Crawford, the JSI Racing number 5 will start position number 7. And the 76 of Luke Johnson for JSI Racing will start position number 8. Position number 9, he's got the 1 as the server. Normally drives the 51. It's Momentum Sim Sports entry of Clayton Tilley. He's scheduled to start position number 9. And Michael Rutledge in the 39 scheduled to roll off from position number 10. We are just awaiting one car, and that happens to be the SpeedShop51.com Momentum Sim Sports entry of Clayton Tilley. And again, we'll get the drivers. Gee, that is way too loud. That was just way too loud. I'm pretty sure I may have had some burst eardrums there. Apologies if you had the sound turned up. Alright, 2 laps behind the iRacing.com pace truck. And then it will take the left-hand turn into pit road right there. Track has been reset to 20% and will carry over for the remainder of the evening. The Wonder Green signal is out. Now the drivers, it is important and they all know the deal. No black flags are going to be cleared and the race start is on the initial iRacing green flag. Ash Hammond comes into tonight leading the championship points. Can he hold on? I don't believe it's 21 points over Justin Rudd, I believe it is, in second. So the championship is on the line. Here we go. 8 laps on the board. Heat race number 1. And we're green. And not sure whether Platter was sleeping on the starter with a Todd Atkins jumped it. But we go 3 wide already. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Platter right through the middle. You got Lindsay Hobbs working the inside of the racetrack. There goes the 84 machine. He'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4 positions right now. Don't forget, top 4, ladies and gentlemen, will transfer directly into the main event. Everybody else will have to go through the B main. Now there'll be 2 B mains in heat 1 and 2. That will line up, of course. B lane number 1 will be lined up from heat 1 and 2. And heats 3 and 4, that'll line up B main number 2. Atkins leads by a big margin already, out to almost a 1 second advantage over Lindsay Hobbs in the Excalibur Esports number 12 machine. Platter in second. Teammate to Hobbs is the 2 machine of Zach Blanche for Excalibur Esports. He runs in position number 4. Man, they're banging down the cushion. And gee, I'd love to be out there at the moment with the way these cars rail the cushion. Atkins still your race leader, halfway home. 4 down and 4 to run from Lindsay Hobbs in second. Here comes Platter. Down to the inside, slide job comes. It's the attempt of a slide job. He completes it, but Lindsay Hobbs turns it back underneath him, and Platter I think he may have had second on the start finish line, but here comes Lindsay Hobbs with a slide of his own, and now Zach Blanche going to throw his hat into the mix now. Well, it was a two-way tussle. Now it's going to become a triple threat down into turn number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, your race leader, Todd Atkins, leads. Yeah, I went there. Todd Atkins leads down into turns 3 and 4. You're watching the teammates of Blanche and Hobbs run side by side for Excalibur Esports, and Craig Finlay in 5th position at the moment. Platter coming after Atkins right now, who will start on pole for tonight's feature event. Into 3 and out of 4, it's going to be Atkins winning heat number 1. Second to go to Platter. Third is going to be Blanche. Then we'll go back to Lindsay Hobbs in 4th. Those 4 drivers going to officially lock themselves into tonight's 35-lap main event. Heat number 1 results showing on your screen. The Big Block Modified season finale for JSI Racing. Todd Atkins gets the win. Craig Platter home in 2nd. Zach Blanche in 3rd. Lindsay Hobbs in 4th. And Luke Johnson going to round out your top 5. Bo Oldfield, Jason Crawford in 7th. Clayton Tilley, Michael Rutledge, and Craig Finlay in position number 10, who looks like he may have been given a black flag. I'm not sure why, or maybe he only completed 9 laps. But heat number 2, let's take a look at your starting grid. Thanks to LockedOnLads.com. Joel Berkeley for Slick Sim Sports, winner of the midgets from Weed Sports just about 25 minutes ago. He will start from position at number 1. Daniel Cassidy in the HSV Sim Labs entry. He'll start from position number 2 to his, well, not to his inside, because we go back to row number 2. His teammate Brock Atkins will start position number 3. Braden McCormack in the 34 will start from position number 4. Caleb Mills will line up out of position number 5. Justin Wright, the JSI Racing number 78 machine, will start position number 6. And Jason Burke in the 74 for JSI Racing will start position number 7. He's feeling refreshed. He's out of the spa. He's ready to rock and roll. Starting from position number 8, it's Mitchell Cartwright. And your final row, Lachlan Horton will start position number 9. And Gary Chaplin will roll off from the 10th starting position. Don't forget, again, next week, Sprint Cars make their return in the second race of the night for JSI Racing on Sunday nights. Berkeley and Cassidy, a couple of gases, know how to get it done in the real world, and now they find themselves side by side immediately down into turn number 1 and 2. Brock Atkins, speaking of real world gases, now they're 4 wide. Look at the 34 of McCormack. No, poor old Brock Atkins, he got the worst of that one. How about Jason Burke? Immediately going to slot into position number 4. Looking for more insurance positions. They make their way into turn number 1 and 2. He'll get to the cushion. Now Justin right down to the inside. They make a little contact. Birkin goes around. Look out, one car upside down. It is going to be Caleb Mills. Tough break. Lockie Horton already up to position 4. He's advanced 5 spots. Cassidy tries to work over Braden McCormack in turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Berkeley out to a 1-second advantage. And Berkeley, should he win heat number 2, he will start alongside Todd Atkins on the front row, and that is going to be a mouth-watering prospect of a front row. Berkeley up against Atkins, but right now it is McCormack up against Cassidy. Cassidy down to the inside. He pulls the slide. If he pulls the trigger, he'll clear him. McCormack, what can he do down into turn number 1 and 2 right now? He sits in behind the number 2 for HSV Sim Labs, Daniel Cassidy. As now he will drive away from the 34 of Braden McCormack, and here comes Lockie Horton in that number 44 machine. Again, he is on the bubble, but 5th place driver, Justin Wright, he sits 5.5 seconds behind 4th place driver of Lockie Horton. Meanwhile, Cassidy closing in on your race leader, Joel Berkeley. 2 laps left to run. Cassidy has found the line right now, but Berkeley rails the cushion. Tags the concrete on the back straightaway just as he comes out of turn number 2. White flag being displayed right now by Barney the iRacing flagman. Berkeley going to run the slider line. Caleb Mills coming out onto the racetrack. It's going to be too late for old Caleb Mills. Into 3. This time by. Berkeley will win. Heat number 2, Daniel Cassidy 2nd, Braden McCormack 3rd. Lachlan Horton in 4th. 5th will go to Justin Wright, Mitchell Cartwright in 6th, Brock Atkins 7th. In fact, it'll be Atkins and then Cartwright, Gary Chaplin, Jason Burke and Caleb Mills. Heat number 2 results showing on your screen right now. Joel Berkeley gets the win from Daniel Cassidy, Braden McCormack and Lachlan Horton. Round out your top 4 that will lock straight into your 35-lap season finale. Justin Wright home in 5th, Brock Atkins, Mitchell Cartwright, Gary Chaplin, Jason Burke and Caleb Mills. Your top 10. Heat number 3. It'll be Max Bevan for JSI Racing in the 68 from position number 1. From position number 2, it'll be Aston Rodriguez. At a position number 3, it'll be Jared Wollstonecroft in the 38. On his outside, the Blackburn Motorsports number 23. Normally drives a 22. It's Shannon Blackburn. The United Sim Sports number 95 machine of Kane Dell will line up at a position number 5, and Rory Beaumont drives the 13 from position number 6. And your 7th and final starter in this one, it'll be Nicholas Tapley in the 36, as Kobe Wright and John Billington did not make the call. And well, if they decide to make it back out for B main number 2, they will have to come from the tail end of B main number 2. Again, we're set for a start this time by Bevan and Rodriguez. Oh, Bevan, that's some good old BB internet. Here we go, green flag is out, 7 cars, top 4 going to transfer. We're underway, we're in the back half of the final, or the penultimate heat race of the Big Block Modified season finale. Look at Rodriguez, big dive bomb down into turn number 1 and 2. Rodriguez will take the lead. I'm not too sure to the naked eye. That was very close between Bevan and Rodriguez. Meanwhile, Bevan throws the short slide job there in turns 1 and 2. Rodriguez now to the inside. Bit hard to tell where Bevan was. He just had a moment in the 68 machine. So Bevan leads, but now here comes Rodriguez to throw the slide job in 1 and 2. Bevan turns it back underneath in good race for positions number 1 and 2. And you go back to Shannon Blackburn in position number 3. He's holding off Kane Dell and Nicholas Tapley. Jared Wollstonecroft trying to put himself into the show right now. He drives the 38 machine. Drifts up in front of Nicholas Tapley. Nicholas Tapley driving the 84 machine. Tapley throws the slide to nearly tags the back of the 95 of Kane Della. Della all over the back of Shannon Blackburn as they go into turn number 1 and 2. There's a short slider from Della. Wollstonecroft and Tapley side by side. Give it to Tapley. Wollstonecroft, he's made the big time. He's live right here on UltimateDirtTV. It's not a super odd. It's a Big Block Modified. He moves to position 5, and that'll put him from pole position in B main number 2. Blackburn at the moment, he's in the show. He's just going to put 2 laps to go, a mile. Meanwhile, there is still the battle up front between Max Bevan and Aston Rodriguez. Bevan still holds the advantage at this stage. Bevan as the white flag comes, 1 lap left to run. Here comes Rodriguez, slide job on Bevan. Bevan turns it back underneath him. Give it to Bevan down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Bevan gonna hold on to this one. Max Bevan will win heat number 3. Second will go to Aston Rodriguez. Third will be Kane Della. Shannon Blackburn home in position number 4. As heat race number 3 is officially in the books, and it is official. Not official, it is official. Bevan. Max Bevan gets the win in the JSI Racing 68 from Aston Rodriguez. Kane Della and Shannon Blackburn, your top 4. Nicholas Tapley home in 5th. Jared Wollstonecroft in 6th. Rory Beaumont in 7th. As we come to the final heat race for the season finale of the Big Block Modifieds here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Let's take a look at heat race number 4. Starting from position number 1. It's the 81 for Momentum Sim Sport. That is Joshua Walton. From position number 2, driving the HSV Sim Labs car number 84. That is Jamie Higgs. Damon Bush, second in the midgets. In car number 12 will start from position number 3 here in heat race number 4. And Ross Kaiser for Momentum Sim Sports, he'll start from position number 4. Rowan Jones driving the Jones Racing number 37 from position number 5. And Ash Hammond, he's got a lot on the line. I'm sure he'd like to transfer directly into the show. He'll start the 4 from position number 6. Consider he is your points leader, so all things come to an end here tonight with the Big Block Modifieds. And who will come out champion? Gary Grant in 16. He'll start from position number 7. And then we go back to Braden Shute in the OBR Sim Sports number 29 from position number 8. So, it is all happening right now. Justin Wright, I believe he is already in the show. Now it's up to Ash Hammond. He needs to finish top 4. The pressure mounts, the pressure builds. Can he lock up the championship? 21 points separate first and second in the championship, and we are green. And Hammond quickly moves into position number 5. But look at the 29 of Braden Shute. Shute goes to the outside. Shute rides the cushion through turns 3 and 4. Hammond on the inside. Look at them 2 by 2 right now. As we go down into turn number 1, we've already completed lap number 1. The 22 of Ross Kaiser looking to get a run on the outside there on Damon Mush in the 12 machine. 3 wide for 5, 6 and 7. Shute into the concrete, into the wall. So that'll now make it. It's a battle of the ones. The ball, look out, one car upside down, that's Ross Kaiser. Rowan Jones in the 1K machine has taken away position 4. Shute trying to throw a mini slider there on Ash Hammond. Hammond coming after Rowan Jones now. The battle of the ones is heating up. Great racing for the 4th and final transfer position. There we go. Ash Hammond, Rowan Jones. Which one? Yeah, I said that. Which one is going to get that 4th and final transfer position unless they take each other out? Could Braden Shute be a possibility? Oh, Shute tags the back. He went for the big slide line into 3 and 4 and tagged the back of Rowan Jones. Tough break for Rowan Jones. We go back and look at Jamie Higgs. Run on the top side of the racetrack. 2 to run for Joshua Walton, the real J-Dub. Higgs, Mush and Hammond. That is your top 4. Damon Mush got a little tight there on the exit of turn number 2. A little tight right in the center of 3 and 4 as well. As the white flag is out, 1 to run for Joshua Walton. Your 4th and final heat race of the night of the season finale of the Big Block Modifieds. Thanks to JSI Racing. Checkered flag is out, and the 81 of Josh Walton gets the W. Second will go to Jamie Higgs. Third will be Damon Mush and Ash Hammond in your 4th and final transfer position. And now we move on to elimination races. Your consolation races up next. Let's take a look at your official results for heat number 4. Josh Walton followed by Jamie Higgs, followed by Damon Mush in 3rd and Ash Hammond in 4th. Rowan Jones in 5th. Braden Shute 6th. Gary Grant 7th. Ross Kaiser in position number 8. We take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid for B main number 1. And starting from pole position, it'll be Luke Johnson in the JSI Racing car number 76 till he's outside driving the, I believe it's 84. That is Nicholas Tatley from position number 2. Bo Oldfield starts position 3. Jared Wollstonecroft, the 38. He will line up from position number 4. We go back to the 5 of Jason Crawford for JSI Racing. He will start in position number 5, and Rory Beaumont out of position number 6. Position number 7 will be Clayton Tilley. Kobe Wright out of position number 8. Michael Rutledge alongside John Billington and Craig Finlay. And we confirm Kobe Wright, John Billington, drivers in 8th and 10th scheduled starting positions. They have taken their bat, their ball, and they will no longer contest any part of the modified season, as this is the season championship. Ten laps on the board, and the top 4 is where you want to be. If you're not in the top 4, well, it's time to kiss the virtual dirt track at Charlotte goodbye. Green flag is out, then Luke Johnson gets to the race lead ahead of the 84. In that Devil's Race Parts number 84 machine, that's Nicholas Tapley. Look at the 1 machine of Clayton Tilley trying to roll the top side. It's the all black car and the number 1 on that car. Clayton Tilley going from about 5th or 6th position, nearly into the race lead. He's now got to get by Nicholas Tapley. Bo Oldfield feeding more people than world hunger right now. And Tilley will lead lap number 2 from Tapley. Luke Johnson, your initial pulse here. He's back there in 4th position. Craig Finlay runs out the top 5, but right now you don't want to be 5th on back, because that will mean the end of your nights. Tilley leads Tapley. Johnson in that 4th and final transfer position. Jared Wollstonecroft, well, he's not last. He's not pulling a Platsy right now. So we are working on completing lap number 5 in this field right now. Is spread out all across this big half a mile of a racetrack as we come to the cross flag sticks. 5 down, 5 to run. Great looking pace truck. Here comes Johnson with a slider on Craig Finlay. Finlay back to the inside now. This is your battle for the transfer position. Will it be Johnson? Will it be Finlay? Finlay slides up, not to the cushion. He stays mid-track on the exit of turn number 4. That forces Johnson to go back to the inside, and that forces Johnson to go to the cushion with a slide job in 1 and 2. But Finlay works back to the outside. If I'm Johnson right now, on the entry into 3, I'm already thinking about ducking it underneath and trying to throw the slide job on the exit of the turn. 3 to run that time by. You got a battle of the 84s up in front of Craig Finlay right now. But again, Luke Johnson is that first man that is going to miss out. And well, he's going to have bragging rights over the rest of the field that finishes 5th on through to position number 9. He's going to say, haha, I beat you to the start-finish line. But it won't matter, because they're all going to have the same result. They're all going to be not going to the show. Going to the show is going to be Clayton Tilley in the 1 machine with 1 lap left to run. Here's just, oh, look out, Jason Crawford. That is in the 5 machine. Tilley took some evasive action into 3. Out of turn number 4. He goes from the bottom to the top. Clayton Tilley will win. Second will go to Nicholas Tapley. Craig Finlay in 3rd. Luke Johnson 4th. You just seen Bo Oldfield just pull up there, and either I'm assuming he's got given a black flag, or he's actually done the right thing and he's actually stopped to try and readdress the situation, albeit it happened too little too late. In fact, he had been given a penalty, and well, regardless of the result where he'd crossed the line, he ends up being scored in 8th place. Clayton Tilley with the win. Nicholas Tapley 2nd. Craig Finlay in 3rd. And old Jono, Luke Johnson, is going to the show. B-main number 2. Your final 4 positions up for grabs. Justin Wright will start from position number 1. He needs to get into the show. Otherwise, Ash Hammond might just be crowned your champion before we even take a lap in the main event. Rowan Jones, the Jones Racing 1K will start from position number 2. Brock Atkins will start the HSV Sim Labs entry from position number 3. Braden Shute for OBR Sim Sports starts 4th. Mitchell Cartwright in the 41 will start position number 5, and Gary Grant rounds out the 6th starting position. Gary Chaplin in 7th. Ross Kaiser for Momentum Sim Sports in 8th. Jason Burke in the JSI Racing 74 out of position number 9. Riley Simpson in 10th, then Caleb Mills out of 11th. We can confirm Riley Simpson out of 10 did not make the call. Neither did Brock Atkins. So that will be 9 cars. Again, 4 transfer spots on the line. Green flag is out. Rowan Jones was pretty quick in his heat race. 3 wide down through the opening turn. Look out, we got the 41 of Mitchell Cartwright getting hit from behind. Here is a challenge for the race lead. Rowan Jones up against Justin Wright. Justin Wright in the 78 machine. He needs to get into the show if he wants to have a shot at Ash Hammond for the championship. So it is, if Justin Wright can get in, it's going to come down to the final race of the season. Jones will lead lap number 2. Here comes Braden Shute now. To the cushion, Shute goes. Ross Kaiser in the Napa Auto Parts number 22. Brad Sweet painted up livery on the bubble right now. Caleb Mills in 5th. Gary Grant, Mitchell Cartwright, Gary Chaplin. Unfortunately, Jason Burke is already back on pit road, so tough break for Burkey. 1, 2, and 3. Justin Wright, not sure whether he's got some problems, and maybe he's just trying to just get into the show. But if he's not too careful, he may just find himself on the outside looking in, because here comes Caleb Mills. Mills is closing in. He's picked up nearly 0.2 of a second there on the previous lap, and he's coming after Justin Wright. There's still 5 laps left to run. Jones, Shute, and Kaiser. So a great battle for 1, 2, and 3. But more importantly, a battle starting to brew for the 4th and final transfer spot in what could have major championship implications. Meanwhile, Braden Shute, big dive bomb down into turn number 1 and 2 there on Rowan Jones, as Jones works back to the low side, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Jones just gets it a little crossed up, and that allows Braden Shute to go to the inside, but it also opens up Ross Kaiser on the top side. Kaiser absolutely ripping the lip right now. Man, oh man, what a battle for 1, 2, and 3, and Kaiser goes for the race lead. Here comes Shute back to the inside. 2 to run. I'm not sure where to look. Don't know whether we should look at the final transfer spot. It shouldn't be a problem anymore, as Caleb Mills made a mistake. White flag is out. Your final lap in preliminary competition for JSI Racing for the Big Block Modifieds. The season finale, the final B main for JSI Racing in the Big Block Modifieds, and it is going to be Braden Shute, your winner. Man, Ross Kaiser, he really made a run for it. He'll come home in 2nd. 3rd up the line is going to be Rowan Jones. And now getting your 4th and final transfer spot, Justin Wright is going to the big dance. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that it was going to be on for young and old for the championship, we are set for an absolute nail biter between Justin Wright and Ash Hammond. Your B main number 2 results: Shute, Kaiser, Jones, and Wright. They will start from 18, 20, 22, and 24. Everybody else: Caleb Mills, Gary Grant, Mitchell Cartwright, Gary Chaplin, and Jason Burke, will have to find themselves watching. We take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Let's go from the back to the front very, very quickly. Justin Wright and Luke Johnson in row number 12. Row 11, Rowan Jones and Craig Finlay. Row number 10 will be Ross Kaiser and Nicholas Tapley. Row number 9 will be Braden Shute and Clayton Tilley. Row 8 will be Ash Hammond and Shannon Blackburn. Row 7, Lachlan Horton and Lindsay Hobbs. Row 6, Damon Mush and Kane Della. Row 5, you can't see me, it's Braden McCormack and Zach Blanche. Row 4, Jamie Higgs and Aston Rodriguez. Row 3, Daniel Cassidy and Craig Platter. Row 2, Joshua Walton and Max Bevan. And row 1, Joel Berkeley and Todd Atkins. And Todd Atkins, well, he's only good for a heat race. He has not made the starting grid in tonight's feature event. That will move Max Bevan from pole position. Craig Platter in second. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get your picks in who is going to victory lane here at Eldora. Who is going to clinch the championship standing between Ash Hammond. Can he get the job done? We are live for 35 here at Eldora Speedway. Bevan slides up in front of Berkeley. Walton here pushes Berkeley all the way through turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide for 4th right now. The double slide job. Bevan cops the slider from Berkeley and Walton. Bevan back to the inside. Bevan with a short slider on Berkeley. He caught the front end of Berkeley, and Josh Walton says, right, boys, you make contact. I'm going to go on and take the race lead. Aston Rodriguez making a move on Daniel Cassidy and Craig Platter as we go yellow for the first time this evening in your Big Block Modified season finale. Oh no. There is a massive wreck. And let me tell you who is involved in this one. Let's get to the proper camera, shall we? Have a look who is in this one. The 1K of Ash Hammond. And he is going to be filthy. There is a number of cars. The rear end is busted on the race car. Oh, seems our graphic has decided to chuck a bit of a wobble. So he's driven it back to pit road. Which is always a good thing. So we are just trying to get back here to the live. Don't know why it's we're going to get there eventually. Alright, well, tell you what, let's do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. We're back live. We'll do it that way. It's not the conventional way, but it's a way that we're back underway. Walton, Berkeley, and Hammond. Sorry, Bevan, your top 3. Platter in 4th. Hammond is in the pits. Justin Wright is 2 spots in front of him. There is still plenty of time. Look out. Oh, there goes Daniel Cassidy doing a 360. He keeps it going though. So we have stayed green. Lindsay Hogg battling with Jamie Higgs. Oh, look out. There goes the 95. That's Kane Della. Hard into the concrete wall. And there is our second yellow of the evening. So at the risk of not having that one, we're going to leave that. We believe that Ash Hammond is about to make his way onto the racetrack and probably at a good time, although he's probably sitting. Well, he's 5 laps down at the moment, so I dare say that race control might give him a couple of wave rounds. So we'll see what happens to the one machine as he looks to keep his championship hopes alive and kicking. Don't forget, if you've got nothing to do tomorrow morning, if you're at work and you want to watch some iRacing, you can tune in to UltimateDirtTV. We'll be live with the World of Thunder Esports League, powered by Miller Family Trucking. I believe we've got Cup Cars at Bristol. And we've got Sprintcars and Pro Late Models on the dock. And as the lights go out, Ash Hammond going to get another lap back. And he'll tag the tail end of the field. He'll still be 3 laps down. Braden McCormack is out of the event. Here we go. Joshua Walton and Joel Berkeley. So that is caution flag number 2 done and dusted. We'll only have one more, unless one is required inside the last 5 laps to where race control is deemed necessary. So where it could have some implications on the drivers up at the front of the field. You're watching Plata in 4th position right now, holding off Aston Rodriguez. As Aston Rodriguez drives at 49. Look at Damon Morse just catfishing it on the bottom side. Now he'll slide up. Rodriguez drifts from the bottom, from the top to the bottom. I'll spit it out eventually. Look at Rowan Jones from 22nd. Look at him up into the catch fence. Oh boy, big tumble. And the safety catch fence doing its job. Challenge was on for the race lead after 13 laps, 22 remaining in this 35 lap main event. Rowan Jones now, unfortunately, he is back on pit road, and he'll call the virtual tow, which will last a minute 45, and third yellow inside of 15 laps. So this caution is actually probably helping Ash Hammond right now, because he is still sitting, I believe, 3 laps down. Oh no, it's only showing him 1 lap down, so there we go. Oh no, there it is. He is 3 laps down. He was 1 lap behind the cars in front of him. So there's 1 lap that he will of course get back, and we'll have to see what Ash Hammond can do in the latter half of this feature event. Again, just 21 separates Justin Wright, I believe it is, and Ash Hammond. And in fact, I'm going to confirm this by looking at the point standings live while we are waiting for the lights to go out on the pace truck. It looks like those lights will be out this time by Ash Hammond. Will be very, very close to being on the lead lap. I just get into the right part of iRacing. There we go, we are back underway in the main event. Joshua Walton will lead. It is a 21 point over Justin Wright. Craig Plata in 3rd in the championship standings. Max Bevan and Luke Johnson. So it is JSI 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's a good run for the JSI guys in the championship standings. Let's get the car numbers back up so you can tell who is who in the zoo right now. Mush. Slider line down into 3 and 4 there on Braden Shute. Now Shute back to the inside. Look at Platter making it 3 deep, selling it cheap, selling some t-shirts while you're up there. He goes back down to the middle. He cut underneath Daniel Cassidy as Cassidy put a slide job. This is 8, 9, 10 and 11th position. Slide job by, that's Lindsay Hobbs in the 12 on Daniel Cassidy. So at this stage, we are not going to see any more yellows. Horton running in position number 12. Oh, Kaiser, the right rear there. Right into the left front of Daniel Cassidy. That left front is certainly banged up right now. Oh, Blanche in the 2 gets into Cassidy, the 2 in front of him. Nicholas Tabley in that 84 machine. We go back, look at Justin Wright. He is only 4 spots ahead of Ash Hammond. Rowan Jones The first car on the docket for Joshua Walton to try and put a lap down as we complete lap number 23. Walton, Berkeley and Bevan, your top three. Braden Shute fourth. Platter in fifth, and Platzi would love to finish up the season with the top five, and who knows, with the top five with Ware, Wright and Hammond are, you just never know what is going to happen when it comes to the championship standings. Could he be a sleeper in the field? He's saving his best till last. No doubt these boys are going to be itching to take a look at the results. Challenge on for the race lead. Berkeley with a slide jump now into the concrete wall in turns number 1 and 2. Walton too good with the crossover. Walton back to the cushion. Berkeley follows him all the way around the top into turns 3 and 4. Through 1 and 2 we go, and Walton. Oh no, Walton upside down. Oh, Braden Shute involved. Look out. Oh, there. Clayton Tilley Platter. And that's what I was talking about. If we needed a fourth yellow to clear the track, and that's exactly what happened. But how about Clayton Tilley from 17th to position number 3? My, oh my. And probably a blessing in disguise right now, because as the dust starts to settle, Ash Hammond, he is now on the lead lap, and Justin Wright is only 4 spots in front of him. But take a look at Platter. Platter's in 4th. He is 3rd in the championship. We are going to talk to one of 3 drivers after the podium interviews. Will it be Ash Hammond? Will it be Justin Wright? Will it be Craig Platter? I don't think Max Bevans mathematically has got a chance. In fact, let's take a look at what you're going to get for a win. You're going to get 90 points for a win. That seems a lot. That's going to be too much math for my brain to comprehend. So we'll let iRacing in the point system deal with that one. So you certainly got a feel for Josh Walton. 5 to run. No more yellows to come. We won't reach lap traffic. A championship is going to be decided here at the virtual Eldora Speedway, the big block modified season finale. Platter, he ate every part of the concrete wall in turns number 1 and 2. Look at Tilley. Man, that car, thank God there's no stickers on that race car, because every sticker would have been torn off it. He's certainly been in the walls, coming through the field and trying to contend with the top side of the racetrack on the concrete wall. Bevan moves back to position number 2. Meanwhile, Berkeley looking for the daily double victory. Oh, Tilley and Bevan come together. Here comes Platter. Platter to the inside to position number 3 in what could be a championship winning moment right now. Tilley on the inside, 2, 3, 4, 5 as Damon Mush now. He has said, you know what, I'm going to throw a couple of cents into this one. As they, well, I didn't think we were getting lap traffic, but it turns out we have. Oh no, Platter, he had a chance at a championship, and now it is gone begging. White flag is out, 1 to run for Berkeley. Berkeley now finds himself down the back straightaway for the final time. He is going to go 2 for 2 here on this Sunday evening in the 3 and out of turn number 4. Joel Berkeley will win the season finale here at the Eldora Speedway. Max Bevan, what a run! And Max Bevan, 4th in the championship standings coming into tonight's season finale. 52 points. He may have just won the championship, although Ash Hammond just finished in 9th. Justin Wright in 8th. Let's take a look. Your official results. Joel Berkeley gets the win. Max Bevan second. Clayton Tilley third. Damon Mush fourth. Lindsay Hobbs in fifth. Craig Platter sixth. Nicholas Tapley seventh. Justin Wright eighth. Ninth Ash Hammond. 10th is Shannon Blackburn. 11th Ross Kaiser. Braden Shute 12th. Kane Della 13th. Joshua Walton 14th. Lachlan Horton in 15th. 16th is Luke Johnson. Rowan Jones 17th. Daniel Cassidy 18th. 19th was Zach Blanche. Craig Finlay 20th. Aston Rodriguez 21st. Jamie Higgs 22nd. Braden McCormack 23rd. And Todd Atkins 24th. Well, a race that had everything from start to finish. We wait on official confirmation. We have been told that Ash Hammond is your season champion here in the big block modifieds. First, let's go down to victory lane and let's chat to a couple of drivers as we wait for them to jump in the Discord. Let's chat to, well, we've got second and third ready to go. We're just waiting on Joel Berkeley. I'll tell you what, let's go from third to first. Home in third place here tonight. He started 17th. B-Main #1 winner. Clayton Tilley. Clayton, congratulations on that stellar run. It feels like you must have passed about 4,000 cars here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, we were on a bit of a mission there after missing qualifying and then missing the grid for the heat. But yeah, we sort of just put it on the wall there and started tubbing, you know. But yeah, we got in a few incidents there. I think we got hit from every side, so some of the cars we had to pass more than once. But yeah, we got there in the end.
I did say, lucky you don't have a wrap on this #1 car because there's probably not a straight panel on this race car. There's not a panel that doesn't have a bit of paint scraped off. But what's it like, you know, trying to put 35 laps on the top side as well as trying to come through the field?
Bit of a mission. I mean, I've only ever had probably 5 or 6 races in a big block prior to this, so we're still sort of figuring these things out and learning how they drive and handle. And yeah, you know, just sort of put it up there and sort of just got to be opposite with the sprint cars, I suppose. You know, with the sprint cars, you're pretty flat out, and these things, you sort of really got to watch your throttle and making sure you're not feeding it too hard. And yeah, just sort of putted around the top there and made it work.
All right, well, we know you've generally got some great sponsors on a great looking hot rod. You're running the all black #1 here tonight, but now's your opportunity. Clayton, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
Just got to thank all the boys at Momentum Sim Sport and Josh and all the other fellas, Ross. Obviously, our main sponsor, speedshot51.com, for all your setups. Hopefully, CT Designs can work out a nice looking wrap for this thing. Hopefully, next time we don't show up just with a black car. And yeah, we've got a couple other sponsors: Racecraft Simulation, Verdict Clothing, Everything Dirt, CT Designs, Cool Chassis, Vanderpool Construction. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few more. And obviously, you for putting on the broadcast and all the help and work that you do for me. And yeah, you know, all the other guys and JSI and everyone else. Yeah, cheers.
There we go. Clayton Tilley home in third place. Home in second spot here tonight. He drives the 68 machine. It's Max Bevan. Max, congratulations on second place. And I tell you what, you nearly snuck away with a championship. But hey, I tell you what, second place here tonight. Nothing to hang your head about, buddy.
Yeah, wasn't a too bad race. Off to a pretty decent start, and then race amped up from there. It was a pretty dicey race, I guess. The track came in real good, and yeah,
A bit of a shortened season. Obviously, only 6 weeks. So, you know, there was some rounds there where the car count was probably a little bit lower than normal. But man, these cars. What do you make of them? Do you enjoy running these types of race cars, or how do you feel behind the cockpit of a race car like this?
yeah, they're a pretty fun race car to drive. They put on a good show for the crowd. Like, easy to run through the slick and everything. I don't mind the things. They're pretty cool.
Well, with this second place finish here tonight, you do I can confirm that you did wrap up third place. You only missed out by 8 points, but I tell you what, a pretty good season overall. Third place here, third place in the championship. Second place here. It's not a bad way to finish this off one, Maxi.
Yeah, can't complain with third place in the championship. Good stuff to Ash and winning it. But yeah, getting second tonight's pretty cool in the final round.
No, well, I'll tell you what, before we let you go, Max, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, mate. Who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, it's all the boys back at JSI. Bowden's and that. Bowden's Penrite. And yeah, just everyone that helps out.
All right there, Max Bevan home in second place and third place in the championship. Your winner here tonight, getting in the daily double, Joel Berkeley for Slick Sim Sports. Joel, well, you started up front this time and, well, you had a pretty good battle there with Walton, but, man, I tell you what, he didn't make it easy for you.
Yeah, Josh didn't make that easy. He's, really quick in these cars, I soon found out, but you got to put 35 together, not 25.
Talk us through that sort of back half of the race. Trying to make your way through lap traffic. How difficult is it on a track like this? When it's on the cushion and you've really got to throw those Hail Marys on those lap cars.
Yeah, I went pretty quick there. I think it was about 15 to go. I threw that attempted slider in 3 and 4, and buddy, it wasn't even anywhere near clear, and I was like, shit, I need to be on their rear bumper to even be able to slide him. Like, I thought I would have been able to do it from a couple of car lengths back, but in these cars, you got to be on their bumper almost to be able to throw one. But with lap traffic, it's pretty scary. But sometimes most of the time you can get around the top of them, but if they're not, well, you just got to send a Hail Mary and hope it pays off, I guess, eh?
Well, congratulations on sweeping the night here on the Sunday night for JSI Racing. You pick up the midget win at Weedsport. Now you pick up the season championship final race for the big block modifieds here at Eldora. Joel, congratulations on the win once again, and we know you got some good sponsors on this race car that need to be thanked.
Yeah, cheers, Brett. It was a good night, I thought, and well ran by the JSI team. And but yeah, massive thanks to the guys at Slick Sim Sport, yourself for broadcasting, all the JSI team for doing what they do, and hopefully after next Sunday, I'll be able to run the series or the new series. But we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I won't be home or anywhere near home this Sunday or next Sunday, so might be able to run every night. Hopefully, we can next season. Apart from one.
All right. Well, we hope to see you back, and no doubt you'll visit Victory Lane plenty of times. But well done, Joel, on another win here tonight.
Cheers, Brett. Have a good one.
Joel Berkeley, your winner here tonight from the virtual Eldora Speedway. Well, we're now going to chat to your championship winner. After 6 weeks of competition, he comes away just by the skin of his teeth by a mere 20 points. Ash Hammond, well, that one got a little dicey, and no doubt, I'm sure there would have been a few words happened after that first caution.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, but I say that's racing, mate. Not much you can really do about it, unless it's crying about it. Just move on, and yeah, on to the next one.
How much does that affect you trying to come back through the field? Obviously, with the yellows and stuff like that, you're able to get some wave around laps. Do you think that if you didn't have those wave around laps, or you weren't able to come back out onto the racetrack, that you might not have won this championship?
Yeah, probably not, mate. It was good of the boys and obviously to Justin Wright as well to agree to allow me to come back out to race for the championship. Yeah, but I was 7 laps down with a pretty injured car, so it was a bit hard.
What's been the biggest thing you've taken away over the past 6 weeks here in these modifieds?
Yeah, probably the biggest thing for me is just learning throttle control in the slick tracks. Obviously, they're a bit of a different beast to drive than a lot of the other forms of racing on iRacing. So, yeah, probably just the throttle control and not over gassing it and speeding the tyres up is probably the biggest thing.
What does it mean to you to win a championship here at JSI? Although 6 weeks of some stiff competition, and to say that you are the number one modified driver in JSI, what does that mean to you?
Obviously, it means a lot. Obviously, we have some good drivers that come in here, but it's all about being consistent. I didn't win one feature through those 6 weeks, but yeah, obviously, was consistently in the top 10 and finishing each one. So that's obviously what got me over the line.
All right, well, congratulations on the championship. You do it by just a mere 20 points, but 20 points is 20 points at the end of the day. Ash, congratulations on the championship. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors on this race car, people behind the scenes, buddy, who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, cheers, obviously, to Berkey and Crawford and the boys at JSI. They're always really supportive, and it's one of the best iRacing leagues around, if not in Australia, in the world. It's always good fun. We always have a bit of banter and a bit of a laugh, and obviously to Ash Hammond Sign Design, Baller Boards. Obviously, without their support, this doesn't happen. So yeah.
All right, well done on the championship, and I'm sure we'll see you after dark.
Yeah, and also obviously to yourself, Brett, and the boys at UDTV that the best broadcast going around in, week out, and cheers heaps, mate. We really appreciate it. All
right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, your championship winner in the Big Block Modifieds presented by JSI Racing. It is the one machine of Ash Hammond. Congratulations to Ash on the championship, but congratulations goes to Joel Berkeley, who sweeps the night here at JSI Racing. He picked up the midget feature win at Weed Sport, followed by picking up the Big Block Modified. There were a number of drivers that could have won in both midgets and Big Block Modifieds here tonight. Another racy racetrack. I would have loved to have been out there, but I tell you what, hey, we'll take the next best thing, and we'll be up here in the broadcast booth calling the action. Rowan, man, you are going like a house on fire up until I decided to point that one out. So you can blame anybody else but me for that one. We're going to blame you, actually. Congratulations to all the drivers that participated in this little 6-week series. Don't forget, next week, Sprint Cars are back here with JSI Racing. So, yes, it will be live right here on Facebook and YouTube. And, of course, the midgets will start off the night, followed by the Sprint Cars being the nightcap of the Sunday night. That'll happen next Sunday night, the 30th of May. And the first server goes up at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. But until then, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of our wonderful sponsors and supporters and the people that support sim racing, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you next time.